Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be using dodge and burn and frequency separation. I'm first going to start with frequency separation and switch to dodge and burn. And we will be looking at a very simplified version of this. The idea is to make it very simple for you to be able to follow and replicate. So join me now on the screen. So the first thing that I always do is to bring the photo onto Lightroom, and then you do your general adjustments. So I sometimes like to do my cropping right away, but I also sometimes like to do it at the end. Here I'm doing my cropping in Lightroom. So you bring your photo into Photoshop. I said the first thing that I did was to use frequency separation. I already have an action for frequency separation, so all that I had to do is to just click on it and you get it going. Frequency separation literally helps you to kind of like smoothen out the skin tones a bit, right? And it's done in such a way that the texture, the colors, they are separated. This way, if you are smoothing out the skin, it doesn't necessarily affect the texture. So you still want to maintain or keep the texture, right? As you can see here too, I'm doing some dodge and bend. So I did the frequency separation, smoothing out the skin a bit. Now I'm going to use dodge and bend. As I explained in the previous videos, you want to just brighten up the darker spots, and then darken the brighter spots. Yeah, it's pretty much simple. Just as I've already said in the other video, switch it to black and white. In this black and white version, I can see the darker spots a bit better, and then you just work on it. So yeah, this is me working on it. So here I'm working on the cheek area. You have to be careful because there's a contouring going on there, and you don't want to kind of like ruin it or like brighten up the whole thing. You don't want to, brighten up the whole thing because then you get rid of the contouring. You just want to make sure that everything is smooth. Now I come to the other side of the... Oh yeah, whenever I'm editing, I always have some worship or something playing. So hey, you gotta keep the groove going. So the main places I work on is mainly underneath the eyes, her cheek area, her forehead, her face, and then her skin. All you're doing is just to even it out a bit. You don't want to overdo it. The face already has a shape to it, right? And you kind of have to keep the form or the shape of the face. So in this case, I'm working on the forehead and I still want to maintain that same shape, right? So this side of my forehead, right, is darker and then the middle part is brighter. When you're doing your frequency separation, you want to keep the same thing, right? I mean, it depends on your light source and how you light, the direction of your light and all of that. But you want to kind of keep that, right? So you don't want to brighten up this side and everything now it's totally bright, or that would just make your photo plain, right? So you want to keep it like that. All you just want to do is to just smoothen it out so that the transition between the brighter side and the darker side becomes smooth. Also, like I've explained previously, you always want to switch between the colored version and the black and white version so that you'd be able to see the photo for what it is, right? Sometimes when you stay too much in the black and white, you forget, you kind of forget how how the picture actually looks, right? So you want to be switching between black and white and colored so that you'll be able to keep track of your photo. Another thing too that really helps is that you can switch between your before and after, right? And that helps because when you switch the before and after, you are able to see how the before looks, and you are able to identify the darker spots and how it was before. Remember, you're not truly changing it a lot, you just want to smoothen it out, right? So if you have overdone it, by switching between the before and after, you'll be able to see that. I mean, I love this photo. I really love this photo. The only thing is that I don't like, this is the hand of the makeup artist. I don't like how a hand was in the photo. I wish a hand wasn't in it. I think it would have made it better. I could remove it with AI, but I just decided to leave it in. Now, I'm gonna be posting this photo on Instagram, so I'm using the 4:5 ratio, crop. And so that's it for the video. Hey, so just like, subscribe, and then share with your other colleagues, with your other friends. If you're a beginner photographer and you want to learn some of these things, I will bring you more videos like this, and I'll try to explain a bit, into depth. And so, hey, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.